Dr. Nitin Dongarwar, Professor and Head, Department of Botany, and the in charge of preparation course, for giving a huge and elaborated biodata of me and introducing me. I'm not a person like that, what you said. But still, you said I'm your elder brother, so I have to listen everything from you. No problem. Also thankful to the center, HRDC Center of RTM Nagpur University, Nagpur, for inviting me to share my experiences in this regard. What you said that I'm not able to guide the teachers. Teachers are always well known and they are learned person who are participant here, but they are the learned one. Just I will share, I will not give any advice to them. We are in the tropical region living in Vidarbha. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Sir,
please.
yes,
Can you
clear
Yes,
and
sir.
audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, yes.
Clearly audible.
We are living in a Vidarbha, who is the hottest center of India, always known to be the center of oranges. But apart from that, now particularly is known for the tigers. And there is a demand that the Nagpur city should be known to as a tiger city of India. Now, when we say this is known to be the tiger city, means there must be a tiger, not particularly in the Nagpur, but around to the Nagpurs, the tigers are there. Tigers are there means the forest is there. Forest is there means the plantations are there, different type of plants. So let's begin with my topics. Vidarbha, as you know, is the eastern region of Maharashtra state, covering Nagpur division and Amravati division. It occupies a 31% approximately the total area of Maharashtra. It borders state of Madhya Pradesh to the north and Chhattisgarh to the east and Telangana region of Andhra Pradesh to the south and Maharashtra, Marathwada and Khandesh region of Maharashtra to the west. In our region, we mostly speak the Waradi and Zadi dialects of Marathi and Hindi languages. This is our identity, you can say. What is so this you know everybody. Then plantation, as I told you, I had said that the Nagpur is known to be nowadays as the tiger city. So because of population of tiger in the forest. So within 200 radius of Vidarbha, there are 3 tiger resorts: Melghat, Tadoba Andari, Pench, as well as many wildlife sanctuaries which have green forest and are breeding ground for tiger populations. These wild sanctuaries are Bor, Nagzira, and Navega. In these forests, the forest or plantation type is the tropical dry deciduous forest. Everybody knows what is a tropical deciduous forest. Means it having the greenery up to the January, and later on the shedding of leaves is occur, and again new leaves comes in the month of end of March, and then again the life cycle of plantation leaves is continuous. So the leaves are in a good condition up to the January, and then onwards the falling of leaves occur. When the leaves are there, the flowering is occur, and this flowering is attracting various type of insects. Various type of the insects. Vidarbha, which is the center part of India, as I told you, having a rainfall approximately 1100 millimeters, temperature ranging from 3 to 48 degrees centigrade, minimum 3 sometimes, and maximum 48 is very common. 3 monsoon seasons we know: winter, then seasons we know 3: monsoon, winter, and summer. We are now in end of monsoon seasons. What I'm concerning that I'm concerning to the butterflies for today's talk. As I told you, there are a lot of plantation and having the flowering plants in the forest, wild flowering plants. They are attracting various type of the insect, and one of them is the butterflies. So butterflies comes under the order Lepidoptera, and these butterflies which are included in the Lepidoptera is known worldwide as the Lepidoptera butterflies order. Lepidoptera as a butterflies order. About 1,80,000 species of the Lepidoptera are described in 126 family and 26 superfamilies. I will not go much more in detail. And this lepidopteran population, which are including the butterflies, are 10% of the total described species of living organism. This is very important. So they are not in a less condition. They are in a huge condition. Total of 10% of the living species are living organism on the world. So they cannot be neglected. They are in major. We must know these butterflies are found in all continents except Antarctica, and they are known to all the terrestrial habitat ranging from desert to the rainforest. But they almost always associated with the higher plants, especially the angiosperm, which are the flowering plants. And therefore, I said earlier that we have the forest area which are containing the wild flowering plants, and these flowering plants are always having the association of the butterflies. If we say, already I'm telling that the butterflies and butterflies, what are the butterflies? I think everybody have been seen it. These are very beautiful insects. So these butterflies are the insect in the form of macrolepidopteran division, Rhephalocera, forming the order Lepidoptera. These butterflies have large, often brightly colored wings and conscious fluttering flights. So they are always seen in the flight nearby us. Most of you have been seen. And now this is the season where you can observe the different type of butterflies around you. This is the classification, comes under the insect. As they have the wings, come under the pterygotes. Their life cycle is completed within the 4 stages of egg, larva, pupa, and adult, comes under the Holometabolous insect and the order Lepidoptera containing the butterflies. Now this Lepidoptera order having many suborder. So suborder Diatracia having the 2 sections, Lepharocera and Heterocera. Heterocera includes almost all moth, and Hepalocera Raphalosaura includes almost all butterflies. They having the two superfamilies, Papilionidea and Asporidae. These having the two different superfamilies containing almost all butterflies. Now, as I told you, this a moth and butterflies. They are looking very similar to each other, but there are slight differences among them. And one can, if you having some knowledge, can identify easily which are the moth and which are the butterflies. The moth are nocturnal while the butterflies are diurnal. This is the basic character. But there are few moth which can having the adaptation to fly in the lights also. But 90% moth are flying during the night time, while the butterflies are always flying during the daytime, and during the night time they're taking the rest. So butterflies, why are important? Butterflies are bioindicator of healthy environments and the ecosystem. They are highly sensitive to change in the climate, large fluctuation in population level, and the presence of harmful chemical in the air. The butterflies are important component of the food chains. The adult butterflies and young caterpillars are source of food of birds, bats, and other insectivorous animals. So they are the part of food chain. Therefore, their study is very important. Is there any problem? Somebody having mic on? Can I go ahead?
येस सर प्लीज कंटिन्यू. मी म्यूट केलंय त्यांना.
The butterflies are excellent pollinators. This is very important. Next to the bees, wasps, and other different flies. Imagine what will happen in absence of such type of insects, including butterflies in the nature. What will happen? The plant population will dramatically decrease without the help of wonderful insect pollinators like butterflies, bees, wasps, and flies. And therefore, whatever the food is produced nowadays, these are with the help of pollinators, and butterflies are one of them. So they are most important, are very important in the nature for us. How to identify the butterflies? As I told you, it is an insect. It can be identified with the size based on the wingspan. Can be identified with the primary color of the wings, showing black, brown, yellow, green, blue, white, oranges. Shape of the wings. It is very important to identify the butterflies. Broad, narrow, and rounded with a tail or toothed hind wings. Habitat. It is found in the ground, gardens, forest, hill, open country, low elevation, open subcroplands, everywhere. Behavior. The type of flights, it's very rapid or sometimes slow, jerky, and sailing. They having the habit of mud puddling, basking, and feeding behavior. So on that characters or basis, we can identify from the insect who are the butterflies. If we wanted to go in much more detail, the butterfly is a very basic, just I am telling to you. Like other insect, the butterfly body has three main regions: head, thorax, and abdomen. Head, thorax, and abdomen. Three pairs of legs and two pairs of wings. The pair of antenna on the head region and pair of compound eyes. So if you can see, this is the picture of butterflies. This is the head, thorax, and abdomen. Three regions of the body are there, and each region having some other segments. Head region containing the pair of antenna, and the mouth part known as the proboscis. Thorax region containing the three pairs of leg on the ventral side, while the two pairs of wing on the dorsal sides. The first pair of wing is known as the forewing, and second pair of wing is known as the hind wings, and they are supported by the veins known as the wing veins. There are some hole-like structure, shiny structure on the abdominal region known as the spiracle, through which they can take the oxygen or respiratory activity carries out. They do not have the nose like us. Okay. So they're having the good type of lights. They having the downstroke and upstroke type of flights. They mostly the butterflies do not flight in a one level, always go on the down and upper sides. So downstroke, when the butterfly wing during the flight having the upper side means it's going the down, and when the wings are going the downside means it is going to the upper side. I will not go much more in flight dynamics. So these are very beautiful insects having almost all type of characters. On that basis, we can identify how the life cycle of butterflies continue. This is a very common butterfly found in our region or our area in your home garden also, known as the striped tiger, Danus genutia. Four stages, as I told you, it is endopterygotes. The four stages of life: eggs. From the eggs, larva comes out. Larva having a four molting, convert its shape four times, convert into the pupa. It is a non-moving stage, and from the pupa, adult butterfly comes out. So this is the life cycle. We do not found a such type of life cycle in higher animals. These are the invertebrates, and therefore they having a life cycle in such manner. One more life cycle I wanted to show you. This is most, you can say, the interesting life cycle, and it is very difficult to carry out the life cycle. But I am again thankful to Dr. Tongarwar that he has provided the larvae from his department, which are only that reason, or only the plant is a host plant is available in the botany department. Therefrom, we got the larvae and we rear it at home. So completed the complete life cycle. So this crimson rose, most beautiful butterfly and very difficult to find out its life cycle in the nature, but in captivity we found that the completion of the life cycle and almost also. Here you can see the eggs, after eggs maturation, the eggs hatching. It's known to be the hatching of larva comes out, and then starting feeding, it change the shape four times, and 15 star last larva convert into the pupa, which is having a connection with the stem, connected as a silken thread to the stem by one pair of silken thread, and then after completion of pupal period, the adult butterfly comes out. It's a very fast flare. I will come on that point then later on. What are the facts? The life cycle of the butterfly can take about 3 to 4 weeks. But in sometimes, in special conditions, the lifespan can ranges between 4 weeks to 1 year. Also, there is one butterfly which can taking going in hibernation and completing the life cycle, taking up to the 1 year period. They protect themselves using the camouflage, mimicry, disrupting coloration, and transpiration. So what are these? They harm the camouflage means once they found that there is a danger for their life or their situation, their position, they convert themselves to the surrounding farm. If they are sitting on the dry leaves, there are some butterflies show the exact color of the dry leaves. This is known as the camouflage. Sometimes they show the mimicry. There are some butterflies which are very poisonous. They having the capacity to produce the toxin. But almost all butterflies do not have a such type of capacity. So in such cases, the butterfly which do not have the capacity to produce the toxin, but they wanted to escape from the predators. In such condition, if they found the predators, they develop their color like the butterfly which having the toxin. So the predator know that this butterfly is a dangerous or a toxic, and therefore he avoid to feed on such type of butterfly. So this is known as the mimicry. Disrupting coloration, they change their coloration according to the environmental. They having the capacity. Sometimes they show the transparency in the wings so that it cannot be look like as a butterfly. Butterflies' wings are made up of two chitinous membranes which are covered with the thousand of teeny scale. So these are some important, you can say, the characters of the butterfly on which we can go identify and study the butterflies. The butterfly family, as I told you, 5 families which are containing the butterflies are found in our regions. I am going to only that families. Papillonidae, which are containing the swallowtails, they having the iridescent black, blue, green spotted color, and their antennae are cupped. Likewise, the Nymphalidae, which include the milkweed and emperor, Pyridae, all white butterflies which are surrounding us are comes under the family Pyridae. Or blue copper butterflies comes under the Lichenidae, and the very fast flyers known as the skippers, they comes under the Hesperidae. We will go one by one family and try to understood what are the beautiful butterflies. This family Nymphalidae is the dominant family of the butterflies and one of the largest of all the Lepidoptera, including 5,000 described species. Butterflies brightly colored with the curved antennae, forelegs having the reduced and vestigial folded thorax. Tibia is short covered. This is actually the subject. We do not go much more in detail. They having the unjointed tarsi of foreleg and male having 4 to 5 jointed segmented the foreleg tarsi. Larvae with the spines. The larvae having the mostly spines. Many times you can come across the black hairy caterpillar at your home and in the ground. So these are the black spines. Okay. The pupa is always naked, but in some cases it is having the cocoon-like structure, false cocoon. Their power of flight are more greatly developed and they are largely shade-loving insects, mostly found in the shades, critically colored on the undersides. So dorsal and ventral, two areas of the wings are there, but on the ventral sides also, most of the butterflies, they do not have ventral side color, but in the Nymphalidae, they having the different color on the ventral side and different color on the dorsal sides. So these are some identifying characters, how to identify this family, the curved antennae and the presence of spines on the hind leg tibia tarsal region and the spine-like structure on the claws with the spines. So these are some characters on the basis of which we can identify this. Okay. So in this family Nymphalidae, the one beautiful butterfly is known as the tinicoster acria violet Krishna Kamalini in Marathi. The host plants, they are a stinking passion flower or a well ghani, yellow tubercle. These are the two host plants. This butterfly, though it is small, is highly poisonous and is avoided by most birds and other predators. They know that this is the poisonous. If they will eat it, they have to omit or sometime the predator has to mate with the unconsciousness. So this is the kind of butterfly which is very, very, can say, beautiful surrounding us. One type, Krishna Kamalini. The another is the peacock pansy, Mayur Bhirbiri, Junonia almanac. The host plant is very common popping pod and nurse barbel. This butterfly get its name from the presence of the prominent eye spot on the hind wings. In such cases, in these butterfly, the female is larger than the male and they live near to the freshwater bodies. The important in these butterflies, the male of this butterfly is having the fixed territory. So they do not allow the other male to come in their territory. Plain tiger, Danus chrysippus, commonly known as the ruiker. It is found on the crown flower or the Cephedac calotropis, scarlet milkweed. It is one of the most common butterflies in our region. The caterpillar of this butterfly feed on the milkweed like ruhi and containing toxic chemical, and these chemicals are stored in the body until the adult stage, which can produces the toxin, and therefore the predator know that these type of butterfly are toxic and they do not eat it. The another, as I told you, that stripe tiger, I had showed you the life cycle of this. It's a very common in our region. So host plant is the crown flower or sepda and scarlet milkweed. It is similar to the earlier butterflies. The larvae of this butterfly also eat the take the leaves of crown flowers or sepedic and store the toxins. But they are lazy as compared to the plain tiger. They do not fly much more. The male butterfly visits many flowers and it collects the chemicals to produce the pheromone to attract the female. The specialty of this butterfly male is they produce the pheromone, artificial pheromone, and attract the females. The common casters, Ariadne merino, is commonly known as Erendia or RMD because it is found on the castor plants, Ricinus communis. So these are restless flyers and rarely stop for more than a moment. They are continuously flying. When they sit on any flower just for a moment and again fly. The another is a common leopard known as Bitty because the coloration on the butterflies is looking like as the bibot, and on that basis the name is given. It is found in the host plant bear and Indian plum. It is look like as the leopard as I told you, but the male of this butterfly having the territorial habit means they do not allow any male of this species in their region. So they are protecting their females and such type of quality is found in the butterfly also. Common crow, very familiar to us everybody. Euplea core. So host plant is the banyan and crown flower. This butterfly larvae also store the toxic chemical by feeding on some their host plants, which make them unpalatable to the birds. So because of the eating on the poisonous food plants, they store the chemical from the food plant and the predators avoid to them to eat it. The another butterfly is known as the common baron or sardar, Euthalia aconthia. The host plant is the mango or cashew nut tree. It is having the capacity to camouflage this butterfly against the midrim of leaf. So if it is on the lip, we cannot identify as a butterfly. It is looking like as the midrib of the leaves, which sit very in accurate manner and appear themselves as a lip midrib. This butterfly commonly feeds on the rotting fruits and commonly found near its host plant of cashew and mango. The another butterfly is Sanchpari chanchal, commonly known as Melanitis leda. It's a very common butterfly seen in the city, mostly in the night time in our areas. They often enter house as they are attracted toward the artificial lights. These butterflies are active in the early morning and evening and after sunsets. Male of these butterflies set up territories. Another butterfly, that is the lemon pansy. There are many pansies. I will describe only 2 to 3 pansies. Junonia lemonius, Pitanithri biribiri. It is the host plant is porcupine flower and bluebell. This butterfly is known as a sun-loving butterfly because it often seen basking in the sun. It makes the camouflage against dry surrounding when it sits on the ground, and presence of eye spot, large eye spot on the forewing and hind wings give the appearance of the like any big animals, and they increase their size, showing their the eye spot on the wings. The blue pansies, another pansies, Junonia orithea. The host plant is popping pod and Marshall barbel. The eye spot on the hind wings of this butterfly act as a defense mechanism against the predator, but they having the two different color on the dorsal sides and ventral sides. This you can see from the ventral side and dorsal side, it is a blue colors, dark navy blue colors. They having the big eye spot and they showing when they feel that there is a predator, they showing their eye spot and escape from the predators. The another gray pansy Junonia atletis Rakhi Birbiri. It is a mostly seen almost throughout the year. They prefer open area around freshwater, marshy areas, and the flight is sailing close to the ground. So they do not fly upper sides. These are very common. Whatever I am telling to you, the common butterflies of Vidarbha. Blue tigers, Tirumala, Limniac, Nil Ruiker. It is also unpalatable butterflies. It is a slow flyer. So their larvae feed on the plants which having the toxics, and this toxic come in the adult. Therefore, the predator do not touch this. They also having the capacity to mimic. Another butterfly is known Nayak, that is a commander, Modoza procris. The host plant is the Dobi tree and Kadam. This butterfly is not found in the urban area mostly. Butterfly found in the forest, but nowadays they are seen in the urban area in a less quantity. What happened, we don't know, but they may having some migratory natures. Common sellers, one are Tarang, or it is a Bhatke Tandel. New name is given by Biodiversity Board of Maharashtra. The host plant is a silk cotton tree, Bombyx siaba, and one vendi. This butterfly get named due to the characteristic gliding or sailing flight. They do not fly high. The caterpillar of this butterfly spent its early stages hidden inside the curd of dead leaf up to avoid the predators. Even the pupa look like a dead dry leaf. So mimicry of dry leaf carried by the pupa of these butterflies. Another beautiful butterfly is the danid egg fly, Hypolimnus misipus, chota chandwa. It's a small one, therefore it is known because there is one more other bigger than this. So female is different and male is different. Sexual dimorphism is found there in morphological structures. The host plant is the common porcelain and bluebell barbellaria. The female is mimic of the plain tiger. Danid egg fly wings are more reddish in color. This butterfly is commonly seen in the forest as well as in the urban area in Vidarbha region. The another is the Motha Chandwa, having the big spots and size is bigger, Apolyma species. The male great egg fly, it is known as a great egg fly, similar to the male danite egg fly, but is larger in size. The egg fly is so named due to a unique behavioral trait exhibited by the egg laying female, wherein the female sit guarding its egg until they hatch and often dying of starvation in the process. The parental care has been seen in higher animal. One more thing is found in the insect that the female of this, she never go for feeding until and unless their eggs have been hatched and the larvae are comes out. So then it took 4 to 5 days, and up to 4 to 5 days, this female sitting near to the eggs where she have been laid without feeding, and therefore there are the chances many times that death is occur due to the starvation. So it is the sacrification of mother towards their young ones. Another is the Biblia Ilithia. It is known as a joker or vidushak in Marathi. The host plant are Tragia involucrate. It is a medium size or small butterfly found only in the rainy season. Their flight is less or weak, sailing upon fluttering close to the ground among the stem and branches, bushes where the food plant grow. But it's very beautiful to observe it. The yellow pansy, the Pudi birberi, it is camouflage within the surrounding when wings are closed. So dorsal side color are very beautiful, but under ventral side color of the wings are very dirty. So they can having the camouflage of surrounding when they sit on the host plant. They are observed in November, December, February, March, and August. They are active flyers, prepare sunny and dry stone places. The common uh, palm fly, that is tadpari, it is a not very common. The name is there common, but not common. The male and female having the both different colors. The female is a mimic of striped tiger butterfly. It has slow flapping flight and cannot travel very long. These are the another different species of this nymphalidae which are found in Vidarbha. The common sailor, Neptis, and staff sergeant, commander, these are also very rarely found in the Vidarbha, but found in the forest region. Another family, the Lycanidae. This is a family of small to moderate sized butterflies, well represented in most regions. The predominant color of the upper surface of the wing is metallic blue or coppery, dark brown or orange on the underside. Foreleg normal but without claws, and wings with the tail lobes but without humeral veins. So these are some character where we can identify the butterflies of Lycanidae. These are some characters where the spines and scales, spines and setae are found, bristles are found on the legs. Under this, the teeny grass blue white color known as chingi or pitukli. These are found on the host plant popping pods and marsh barbel. This is second smallest butterfly seen in India. Though the picture has been enlarged, it's that's for it looking very big, but it's very small. The grass blue is known to have a weak flight and usually stay within 1 meter distance from the ground because it is very small. It cannot fly much more in height. The another butterfly in this category, like an eastern grass jewel, it is a Choti Ratnamala, Prairiria Italy. The host plant are Kurzweil indigo or Bingule, or Indian Turnsole or Burundi. These are oriental grass jewels, smallest butterfly in the India. It's also known as the oriental grass jewels. Smallest butterfly, one of the smallest in India, is having the row of metallic spots which are present on the upper side of the wing in like we can say the mala, and therefore it is known as Ratna mala. It nectar on the small flowers because their mouth parts are very small and size is very small, so it goes inside feeding for the small flowers. The gram blue Ichrysops sinus Nile, it is known as, is sun-loving butterfly that is commonly seen flying at low levels. It is known to prefer nectar from the small flowers. It is a fast flyer that is mostly seen in the open field, jungles, and area where the host plants are found. Though it is a small, but flying is very fast. Zebra blue, it is a Leptotis lineus patnil. The host plant Chitrak and Ranchevari. Name itself as a zebra, having the zebra-like marking plates on their wings, therefore it is known as a zebra blue. Has this butterfly as a swift flight and is more commonly spotted in the drier part of the country. This butterfly lay the eggs underside of the leaves of host plant, and then larvae comes on for feeding. The another butterfly, common line blue, Bindu Nilarekha, Prostos nora. The host plant is the kumkum tree and Madras thorn or chinch. This butterfly can found throughout the year. Though it is a weak flyer, it can see always flying through all the layers of vegetation. This butterfly having the habit to take minerals from the bird dropping and always seen that near to the droppings of birds and animals. The another butterfly Castellius roseman, commonly known as a kavadi, it's different than the zebra blue, common parrots. The host plants are junna berry, or boar, or bear, Gyzipus jujumba, and Gyzipus rugosa. The caterpillar of these butterflies are slug-like, and they produce the honeydew, where the ant are loving to these larvae, and the ant are protecting the larvae of this butterfly. They are small and not fast flyers. The red parrot is a very teeny, small, but very beautiful butterfly, Telicada nisus, commonly known as a lal kaudi. Host plants are amarpoi, or donkey ears, and Christmas tree. It is a small, beautiful butterfly with a different pattern of colors on the wings. It visits most of the flowers for the taking of their feeding. Small cupid, Lagu Pandav, Chiladas paraceus. The host plant are a tridex. It's a very small butterfly found among the grasses and on the damp patches throughout the year. The another white butterfly known to be the pale white or bluish color, pale grass blue, Picut gautia. It's prefer nectar plant Papilionaceae, Asteraceous, and Acanthoceous herbs. They visit almost grasses. The male is pale milky, but female is pale brown, and they found near the grassy or grassy places. Another members of this round parrots, then strabo. It's a Catochrysus strabo. I wanted to show that the dorsal is a different color, ventral is a different color. Though they are very small, but the coloration on the wings are different on the dorsal side and ventral sides. The next family is the Pyrridae. This family includes very commonest of all butterflies. They are mostly of the medium size and usually either white, yellow, or orange marked with the black. So if you can see any butterfly with the white color or yellow color or orange color, you can say that these are the lichenids families. So what are the characters that had been seen? Similar, they having the bifid claws with a blister and sensilla. They do not have much more bristles on the hind leg, but foreleg they having the bristles. Antennae are cupped, and male and female antennae having slight difference. The butterfly, which is very common, is in the Pyrridae is a common jejebel, Sphairini, Hardikunku, though they having the two different color on the ventral sides, yellow, red, and white. The host plant is the honeysuckle and carnicle trees. It is proudly display its warning color, indicating its foul taste toward predators. I wanted to tell you that almost all butterflies which having very, very bright and mixed color, all these butterflies are toxic to the birds and other predators. So their color is for to warning the predator, don't touch me, otherwise you will not survive. So one of them is the common jejebel, and very beautiful butterfly is found. Generally, it looks are seen in the month of October, November, and December in a big population, but fast flyer, very rarely found to sit on the plants. Another is a common grass yellow, Urema hecep, Thrun pilati. The most commonly seen butterflies in India. Both the sexes, male and female, are similar, though the female are slightly larger than the male and having the bright color than the male. Spotless grass yellow, Niranka Thrun pilati. The host plants are golden rain tree, Exora, Tridax, and Jatropha. They are always flying throughout the year, weak and fluttering flights, but never to stop. Flies usually close to the ground. So this can be seen throughout the years, and they used to sit on the mud places and the excreta of the animals to suck minerals, irons, and ions and vitamins. The another butterfly that is covered sa. It is a yellowish butterfly. Male drink the minerals from the wet sand and animals' dung, which are passed to the female during the mating, and these help in the egg formation. This can be seen near the droppings of animals, and this behavior is known as the mud puddling behavior. Host plant are the reed scaper and Indian kadaba. Common immigrant is the another butterfly, white yellow color butterfly. These butterfly sit or host plants are beady leaf trees and palash. They are migrating. This butterfly is the migratory butterfly. They fly very high, top of the trees for nectaring and egg laying. So commonly they lay the eggs on the top of the trees, and they also travel many distance. They are migratory butterflies. The pioneer is the another butterfly which is found on the Ceylon caper or Govindi. It is similar to the girl butterfly. They lay the eggs separately or spaces out on the plants. This They lay the eggs clusters, and these clusters can have as many as 20 to over 100 eggs. The males and females are looking similar to each other. They fly very high and very low, both as per their needs. There are few butterflies only having the such type of habits. The another butterfly, Psyche leptosia is common known as the manmoji. It's flying close to the ground in a zigzag pattern, which is referred to as the wandering snowflake. Wandering snowflakes, because their flight is not a constant line or up and down, it is always in a zigzag. It's a very small butterfly. They having the host plant, Ceylon copper or Govindi, and fringed spider flower. These butterfly not very common, but we can see in the Vidarbha forest. The another butterfly having the two different colors, red and white. It is the orange yellow tip Mota Shendur toka. It's a big in size. The caterpillars of this butterfly mimic the snake by raising its heads and revealing its blue eye spot, which confuse the predator. The another similar butterfly is the yellow-orange tip Ixia spirene, पिवळा शेंदूर टोक्या, it's लाल शेंदूर टोक्या and पिवळा शेंदूर टोक्या. But their behavior is different to each other. This butterfly is seen during and just after the rainy season. Caterpillar is green and usually lies in the center of the leaf of the food plant, which makes the invisible to the predator. Here in orange tip butterfly, the caterpillar is look like as a snake, but in this case, yellow orange tip butterfly, the caterpillar is having the mimic of lip of midrib. So both having the different characters. Common wanderers, Pereronia valeria. Host plant is the Ceylon caper. This butterfly, male and female, they are toxic in nature and unpalatable to the predators. These are fast flyers and do not take rest during the flying. Therefore, it is known as the common wanderer because always seen on the flying. These are few more members of the family. The another family, Papilionidae, is the last family. ये सब आप लोगों को दिख रहा है या नहीं दिख रहा है? नहीं इंटरप्ट गंगरवार सर और मैडम
दिख रहा है सर, दिख रहा है,
दिख रहा. So last family, the family Papilionidae. It's a can say the big family having containing the beautiful butterflies. Claws are bifid, antennae curved. This is the identifying characters. So this is the antenna and the segments of tarsometatarsus. This includes the common lime butterfly Papiliodimulus, commonly known as the limbody. The host plant is the limbu or citrus plants. It is considered to be the paste of citrus or lime plants, but it has a defense mechanism in the early stages of larvae. The caterpillar of this butterfly look like as a weight bird dropping to help pull to become a fool to the predators, and therefore their larvae are escape from the predators like butterfly. Southern blue bottle butterflies, Graphium pterodon, Nilendra, it's also one of the rare butterfly. It is found on the plant of False Ashoka or Cinnamomum species. It is seen in the varied habitat including urban areas. They are often seen mud puddling minerals and salt collected from the wet and mud and sands are passed to the females during mating and this help in the healthy egg formation. So here the male is helping to the female to store some minerals and male is searching up, always searching up mud from where they are taking the salt and minerals and passing to the females. The tailed jay, Graphium agamenon, it's very common in our region, Ashoka Sak. Seen in the varied habitat including urban areas, the males are often seen mud puddling as like as the earlier butterfly, it's also having the capacity of mud puddling, male mostly, and they store the vitamins and minerals and passing to the females for the egg development. They are also high flyers, very rarely seen to sit on the plants, always fly on the fly. Common Mormon papillopolytus is very common, always found in our home gardens, commonly known as Baurupi. Sexual dimorphism is seen, male and female is different. This is the female and male. It is also known as a city butterfly, and the female having a three forms and mimic of common and crimson rose butterfly. I will come to the common and crimson rose butterfly, but the female is looking like the common and crimson rose butterfly. In the summer, it having the different color on the wings. In the winter, it is having the different variations color on the wings, and in the rainy season, the different colors on the wings. So three forms are found as per the need for the survival, you can say. As the environment changes, the colors of the butterfly going to changes. And this is one of the most important butterfly. This is the butterfly of state of Maharashtra, Papilio polyminister, Nilvant. The host plant are Atlantia echemosa and Atlantia victi. As I told you, as it is declared as a state butterfly of Maharashtra, it becomes very important because the population of this butterfly is going to decrease down day by day. It's the fast flying found during the winter. It's a large swallowtail butterfly, mostly found in the South India and Sri Lanka, but now some populations are there, and this photograph is from the university campus area itself. So there is a population in the Nagpur University campus. We must have to conserve such type of populations. Must have to conserve the food plants first. Okay. So this Nilvant is a state butterfly of Maharashtra. Then another one is the crimson rose, most beautiful butterfly in my view is the Kirmiji madalsa. It's found on the Lantana, Samsung, Aristolochia indica, and Chakrani, Totia silicosa. It's a large glazy black butterfly with a cloudy crimson colored body with the tail hind wing found throughout the year in a less month. Though it found throughout the year, their number is always less. It has a slow fluttering but a steady flight. It flies faster at greater height from the ground. It is a regular migrant. So it migrates from one place to the other, and therefore it having the high flights on the upper regions. Crimson rose. Common rose is very common in our Vidarbha region. Achilopta aristolicia. Gulabi madalsa. Host plant, these are common, lantana and samsung. Though it is a swallowtails butterflies, the host plants are rarely nearly common. Butterfly is similar to the crimson rose. It is unpalatable to predators. It is a restless, constantly fluttering wings while nectaring. So its habit is that during the feeding also, they never sit on the flowers as like as the other butterfly. They flutter the wings and take the feeding from the flowers. Very interestingly, one more butterflies I have found in the hilly region of the Vidarbha, that is known as the eastern tiger swallowtail Papilioglacus. Generally, this butterfly is found on the hilly region of northeastern area or Himalayan ranges. It is found on the mountain area, but we constantly, in the month of October, constantly we have captured the photograph of this butterfly from the Ramtek Gad Mandir forest area. So it is a migratory and very rarely found on the hill area of the Vidarbha. I do not have much more. characters about this because we got very less time to study this butterfly. But this is the one of the most beautiful butterfly I found in Vidarbha region, and very rarely it is found. The another, this what I wanted to tell you, the mud puddling, where the butterfly gather in the mud area and they soak and they absorb the minerals and the vitamins from the soils and utilize for their development. So this is the papillodemalus butterflies group together and go for the puddling. The another family which having only two butterflies I captured in Vidarbha region, that is the African state swift, Pernara bada and Barbocinaria. These are known as a skipper, commonly known as antennae as curved antennae with less developed, you can say, the claws, and they are most frequently pliers, butterflies, skippers. Okay, so I had given you the idea about the butterflies. On my study or our observation, what I found that the nymphalidae butterflies are more species and genera in our Vidarbha region as compared to the other. So first nymphalidae, and then papilionidae, then pyridae, then lichenidae and hesperidae. So we found such type of different type of genera and different type of species of the butterflies in the Vidarbha. All these are beautiful. Among them, what we categorize are very common butterfly. So 24% of these butterflies are very common in the Vidarbha. 32% are common, not very common. Then 14% are not rare. 24% butterfly among what we found are rare, and among them, 6% are very rare. So this is, you can say, the data of Vidarbha butterflies or Central India butterflies showing that very common, so common, not rare, rare, and very rare. So this may happen due or because of presence of their host plant. It is directly related to the presence of host plant. The butterfly, which are very common, feeding on the food plants, they are very common in our region. Therefore, they attracted the butterfly. Likewise, is correlated with the other very common, not rare, rare, and very rare butterflies. So it is related to the host plants. Once we found that these are very beautiful butterflies helping in the pollination, can we take some awareness among the student and new researcher who know our beautiful butterflies? Today we know, I know it. Now you also become aware about the butterflies. I don't know how much you have been interested in this or not, but as a researcher, as a biology student, as a life, you can say the uh, life subject students, can we help our nature to protect such type of organisms in the nature? What will happen? As per my concern, I tried to aware some of my students, giving a literature to them, and in that concern, I write a book that is not exactly book. It's a data of almost all butterflies which I have collected for you initially from the university campus, and then I had passed out to my students to study, to know, and once they know, they can go for their protection. If among 10 students, even one student can go ahead, it will help to the society. So taking into consideration, I have prepared a booklet giving the complete idea of the butterflies and pass on to the students. Then once I feel that the student from my university can learn, but if I will go to the villages and will ask to the student to know about the butterfly, how they can learn or how they come to know about the butterflies. So on that aspect, I we think many times, and then I come across the idea that can we have a kind of app which can give the idea of butterflies to the students. I also discuss with Dr. Dongarwar sir many times, and I got an idea so that I search out a person because I am not a technologist. I search out a person and ask him, can he help me? I got one person. Dr. Sarang Dhote helped me to prepare a kind of techniques which can be included in the app. So he prepared app and then we fill up the data in the app so that the everybody can know, everybody can have a idea directly with the app to know the butterflies. And we prepare combinedly that app known as I am butterfly. So if you can scan, because everybody are using Android phone nowadays. So this is actually the mobile app. You can download this app from the Play Store. It is available with the name of Sarang Dhote. I am a butterfly. The name is given as he prepared the app. The name is with his name is given to the name as a developer of this app. He is actual developer, but laterally we modified with these informations. So you can download I am butterfly and go for the looking of the butterflies. How it looks that I will show you. So university helped me to publish this app. Vice chancellors inaugurated this app in the Department of Zoology. Apart from this, one more app is there to know my department zoology. Once we scan, it start to speak about the department. I think it is a unique app. Okay, so vice chancellors and registrar, pro vice chancellor, they came in the department and inaugurated the app. So this is the app what I am telling to you. This is the app you can download and can go here. Once you download, the things will come, page will come like this. Here you have to speak your name or you can write the name and select the languages. 3 languages are there. And after selecting languages, you can go with the selection of, okay, just
We both, male and female, look similar, although the females are slightly larger and the males are brighter in color. Deepak, most of the butterflies are pollinators and play an important role in the food chain. Butterflies are dependent on variety of plants for larval food and have symbiotic relationship with plant diversity. We have a short lifespan and are sensitive to any alteration in our habitat and its climatic condition. Therefore, we work as good biological indicator of environmental variation and microhabitat. Conserving us butterflies can actually not only improve your whole environment for wildlife but also enrich the lives of people now and forever. The app is introduced in the postgraduate teaching department of zoology, Rashtrakuta Tutuji Maharaj Nagpur University by Dr. Deepak Barsagade.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
आपने सुना है ऐप का बारे में? आपको
Yes,
सुनाई आ
sir.
रहा था?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सो आप अपने मोबाइल ऐप से गो टू द प्ले स्टोर, आप डाउनलोड कीजिए। ऐप का नाम है आई एम बटरफ्लाई। जैसे आप ऐप डाउनलोड करेंगे, आपको वहां पे बहुत सारी चीजें देखने को मिलेंगी। देखिए, ये ऐप है, दिख रहा है। अपर साइड में आपको लिखा होगा सिलेक्ट लैंग्वेज, एंड सिलेक्ट लैंग्वेज में जाके आप 3 लैंग्वेज में से कोई भी लैंग्वेज सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। उसके बाद जैसे मैंने कहा कि लैंग्वेज सिलेक्ट करने के बाद में हिंदी, इंग्लिश और मराठी ये ऑप्शंस आएंगे। दिख रहा है क्या आपको कुछ? आर यू एबल टू सी?
No, sir, your mobile is not able. Your mobile is not visible.
Oh, my mobile is not visible.
Means mobile is visible, but whatever the content on the mobile is not visible.
Okay. There are 3 options of language. You can select Hindi, English or Marathi, and after that you will get the list. The app will ask you to select or write your name on the left side. Green color will be occur. So here you can write the green color where you can write your name, and then you will get to select one more option will be there for the butterflies. The options will be there. Name of the butterflies and circle will be there in the form of, I can say, the butterflies. So you just click any one so that your information app will given to you. So almost all information about the butterflies are stored in this app. Actually, basically this app is used for the students which are in the class of 4 to 10. As I am now working with the student in villages on the primary level, I am going with these students and telling them how to understand our environment. Right. So this is earlier I had been worked for the conservation of moth, and some papers and TV channels also noted that this is few just information to just I wanted to give you because we are completing the time. So what is the conclusion of our talk? This is the primary study of diversity of butterflies of Vidarbha and provide the preliminary data and confirm the species abundance due to the presence of preferable number of the host plant. This is one thing. During the present study, 65 species of butterflies belonging to the 5 families have been identified. Okay. Among them, the species population of family locality is dominant. This study will help for the detailed research on the butterfly fauna, their seasonal distribution, availability of host plant, and threat potential to the butterflies. Right? I wanted to acknowledge these things to my guide, that became ex-professor and head department of biology, for his valuable teaching and suggestion to me. So he prepared me to go in the environment, and all the credit is going to my guide, Dr. Deepak. I'm indeed very much thankful to Dr. Nitin Dongarwar, professor and head department of botany, for his help during my field photography and visits every time in the forest area. I'm thankful to my student, Dr. Manoj Thakre, Dr. Jitendra Kirsan, Dr. Devashri Takarkar, Pawan Chandra, Priya Tetwa, Mr. Lokesh Salami, he also for some photograph further unvaluable, and other students also who helped me directly and indirectly for preparing me as such type of data during my tenure and their studentship. So I'm thankful to all my students who work with me. So these are some references, and thank you very much for your listening. Now, if you have queries, you can ask me the question. I'm here and I will try to solve. It will be, if you can raise some few questions, so it will be the good interactions, I think. So.
Thank you so much, sir. Friends, if you have any question, please ask.
Good morning, sir. I have one question, sir.
Yes. Tell me your
Uh,
name first.
Sir, I am Dr. Ketan Mewada from Gujarat, sir.
Okay.
Sir, actually, I want to know if which are the plant species which attracts more butterflies. Actually, I want to establish one small butterfly park in my botanical garden in the college.
There are no such specific plants, but the lantana is a plant where most of the butterflies are attracted. Lantana.
Okay, sir. But actually, lantana we are treating it as a weed, sir. So, okay, sir. I will see whether some of the plants are there. I have lantana in my garden.
But if once there is a flowering, na, most of the butterflies are attracted because it having some different colors on it.
Actually, sir, some of the parks in some of the parks I have seen some parks, some small areas there. Introducing as
I don't know.
butterfly.
I don't know how they have been prepared the butterfly park. It's very difficult to prepare, but you can see the butterfly park in the Bangalore. It's one of the biggest butterfly park, and how they are rearing, how they are making the life cycle, how they are releasing in the field. It's very interesting to observe and see in the Bangalore.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Any question?
Very good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, hello, am I audible?
Your name first.
Sir,
Yes,
myself, sir, Dr. Virendra Sangodi, sir. Very good afternoon, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Sir, actually, I'm quite thankful to for making such wonderful apps, sir. Because actually, I'm basically teaching in rural areas, and students of mine, they are quite much more eager to know about the butterflies. So by using your app, sir, we are actually in field, we are utilizing it, and our students are quite more happy with that. So I just
Okay.
want to thank from the bottom of my heart from my all student fraternity, sir.
Okay. Thank you. This is not a question.
Yes, sir.
I need a question.
Yes, sir.
This is the compliment what you have been put.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Ah.
Hello.
हेलो
I'm audible, sir?
आपका आवाज ठीक से नहीं आ रहा ठाकरे व्हाट्स योर नेम ठाकरे
हाँ, sir. I'm Dr. Rakesh Thakre. Sir, thank you for nice presentation, nice and colorful presentation of the butterfly. But one thing I would like to ask you.
या
बचपन में सर हम बटरफ्लाइज देखते थे, काफी मिलते थे और हम खेलते भी थे. But nowadays it is not possible. We are not able to the butterflies. So
आपके
what is
आवाज नहीं आ
the
रहा
reason behind it and what? Yes, sir.
आप क्वेश्चन फिर से रिपीट कीजिए आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा
सर मैं ये कह रहा था, हमने बचपन में बहुत सारे बटरफ्लाइज दिखते थे, मिलते थे और काफी हम उनके साथ बचपन में खेलते भी थे, है ना. टू कलेक्ट देम,
Okay.
उनको पकड़ते थे पीछे
Okay.
भाग भाग के वगैरह वगैरह. बट आज उतने
अच्छा
बटरफ्लाइज हमें नहीं दिखते सर, नेचुरली जैसे देखने जाए तो.
अच्छा
सो व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड इट एंड व्हाट कुड बी द पॉसिबल स्ट्रेटजीज टू to rear such a variety of butterflies?
ओके क्वेश्चन इज ओवर आपका क्वेश्चन खत्म हो गया ठाकरे जी
हाँ सर, हाँ सर, हाँ सर.
हाँ आप कहाँ के हैं रहने वाले और कौन से सब्जेक्ट आपका
सर मैं
सब्जेक्ट
नागपुर का हूँ प्रॉपर.
कौन से सब्जेक्ट में है आप
मैं माइक्रोबायोलॉजिस्ट हूँ सर, माइक्रोबायोलॉजी सर.
माइक्रोबायोलॉजी कौन से कॉलेज में है
सर मैं लाखांदूर, यशवंतराव चौहान कॉलेज लाखांदूर.
लाखांतर आपने कहा कि बचपन में बहुत बटरफ्लाई दिखते थे अभी बटरफ्लाईज कम दिख रही है
यस सर.
आपने कभी नोटिस किया कि पहले जितना फॉरेस्ट था उतना फॉरेस्ट आज है
नहीं सर।
जितने आजू बाजू में प्लांट्स थे, फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स थे, वो उतने आजू बाजू में फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स थे आज है नहीं है, क्योंकि वी आर
नहीं
गोइंग
है।
इन द अर्बन डेवलपमेंट. We are in the process of development, and in this process of development we are cutting the trees and host plant, and these host plants are the nest of the butterflies. So if there are the no host plant, how the butterfly can survive? This is the basic reason. So when we are in the process of development, we must take out care that we are cutting the 2 trees, we must have to plant another 4 trees. But we are only cutting the trees, not planting. So naturally, the plant fauna is going to decrease down. Population of plants are going to decrease down, and on the flowers of the plants, butterflies are. So how they can be survived? But still, we have to salute the butterfly because of the less population of a host plant. They are surviving because they can modify themselves with their in the genes. This is the insect capability. Otherwise, they cannot survive. But still, we have to make effort. आपका दूसरा part था question check कि what will be the remedies? Remedies is that that's why we are talking to each other. We must have to plant first. पहले पेड़ आए मेरी नजर में. I salute to the people who teach and learn the botany. अर्थ का सबसे बड़ा पार्ट प्लांट ही है, जिसके बदौलत ये सारी बायोडाइवर्सिटी देखने को मिलती है. अगर प्लांट ही नहीं रहेंगे तो बाकी चीजें फूड ही नहीं है तो कैसे एनिमल सर्वाइव करेंगे? दिस इज द बेसिक थिंग, राइट ठाकरे सर?
यस सर,
हाँ,
आई
can
गॉट
you
योर
agree with
पॉइंट
me?
सर. बट सर जो हम कर रहे हैं, क्या हम इसको रियल
हाँ जी.
डेवलपमेंट कहेंगे? वी आर डिस्ट्रॉइंग आवर
नहीं, this-
जंगल्स,
I will not, I will
biodiversity.
not talk on that point. But we must have to protect our forest.
Yes, we have to
We
protect
must
our
have to
forest, we have to
protect our
protect our biodiversity,
yes.
but we are
Yes.
not doing that.
Once we protect the forest, diversity will be maintained. There is no need to protect
Yes.
the diversity. We have to protect the forest first.
Forest only, yes.
Right. Any question from any other?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Right. No question?
Yeah, I think there are no questions now.
Acha.
I request Dr. Vaishali ma'am to kindly propose formal vote of thanks.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Uh, Very good afternoon, sir. Myself, your student, Dr. Vaishali Badwai. Sir, I don't have any questions, sir, but your presentation is so nice and beautiful as usual. And you explain it very calmly, actually. And I felt I was in a classroom of the department listening to your class. So thank you very much, sir, for your presence and this beautiful presentation, actually. And on the behalf of UGC HRDC and RTM Nagpur University, I extend my vote of thanks to my guide and today's speaker, respected Dr. D.D. Barsagade, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaishali. How are you?
Nice, sir. It's
Vaishali.
good. Good.
How are you?
Nice, sir. It is good. Fine, sir.
Okay. Any other thing, madam?
How are you, sir? How is your health now?
I'm fine. Mine's fine. मस्त जबरदस्त
सर
है. जंगल
तुम्ही तर
जंगल में घूमता हूँ.
तसेच दिसतंय सर, काही फरक नाही पडलाय.
जंगलात फिरणाऱ्या माणसाला काही फरक नाही पडत.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Sandeep.
much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, all of you, for your patient listening. Our next session will start from 1:30. You can proceed for your lunch break. Thank you so much, sir.
तुम्ही
Thank you.
वेळेत मॅडम वेळेत संपवलं ना मी.
हो सर,
वेळेत
हो
नाही घेतलं
एकदम
तुमचं.
वेळेत संपवलं सर. थँक यू.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much.
एकदा सर्वांशी 5 मिनिटं बोलता आलं असतं बरं झालं असतं.
ओके सर, आहेत पार्टिसिपेंट्स. यू कॅन
हा
टॉक
सर.
सर.
येस सर, येस सर.
Yes, sir.
जर वेळ असेल त्यांना तर.
हो सर, आहेत
Yes, sir. We are
participants.
having the time.